look back. Sometimes it's time to transform. Sometimes it's a great opportunity to look at yourself, look at your business, and see, hey, am I doing this right? Is what got me here getting me there? Yeah. So you always look at yourself and see how you need to transform to adapt to the businesses around you.
This is Small Business Celebration, where we introduce you to successful small business owners at their place of business so that you can learn something that you can use today to grow a strong and profitable business and get your next big breakthrough. Hey Josh, why did the commercial real estate person go to therapy?
Because they had vacancy issues.
Welcome to another fantastic episode of Small Business Celebration. This week we're going to be talking about everybody says add value, but the problem is, how do you do it? We're also going to be talking about, is your body language helping you or hurting you? We've got the great person here to help talk about that and help you grow a strong and profitable business. And our guest this week is Alex Mora, the managing partner of the Mora Partners, Inc. Welcome to Small Business Celebration.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for having me here today.
And for Visioneers who don't know who you are you? What is it that you do?
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex Mora with the Mora Partners, a real estate firm. We specialize in real estate, investments, development, rental management, and leasing as well.
And Visioneers, if you hear conversations going on in the background, it's because business is open. People are doing conversations, people are striking deals. This is a great place to be had. Also, Alex, you've got partners all located within the same building here.
That's right, we do.
And who are they?
Yes, so San Joaquin Valley Mortgage is one of our partners. They specialize in financial real estate finance, where you go and get a mortgage to buy a home or refinance a property as well.
And you also have an escrow company?
Yes, we do. Central California Escrow is right behind us as well. They offer escrow services for all of our transactions, yes.
And you've got all three companies within walking distance right down the stairs from each other.
Yes, we do. We're all here.
It's one-stop shopping.
Very convenient for your clients, yes.
You're a local boy.
Yes, born and raised.
And you went to which high school?
Bakersfield High.
So if you're an East High person,
Driller.
don't hold it against them.
No, we're drillers right here, all 100%.
And what got you into the real estate business?
20 years ago, right out of college, really, I graduated from Cal State Bakersfield with a financial degree.
Okay.
And investment world was always my thing. I wanted to be behind a deal, a transaction. Back then, I started actually as a financial advisor. Actually, I was a mentor to a money manager over at Smith Barney's. I think it's Smith Barney. I can't think of the name, but it's been a while. I don't know if they're still around yet, but anyways, I was up there for some maybe 6 months, maybe to 8 months, and then I decided to get into real estate. I wanted to give it a shot.
Financial investing wasn't for you.
Not for me.
Why not?
It was new to me. It was all new to me. I wanted to try real estate because, remember, it was 2006. Real estate was hot.
And then 2008 happened.
And then 2008 happened, yes. So I think that would pull me over that way. My brother was already in the business as well, about a year into the business. So I said, you know what, let's give it a shot.
There's a big difference, though, in doing residential real estate and commercial real estate.
Absolutely.
What prompted you to make that shift?
It's one of the things that us as entrepreneurs, it's part of our journey. We see things when we're in the business, we see opportunities, and we see partnerships as well.
Right.
And we actually met one of our partners now, Max Becerra with Pacifica's company, long life developer that we decided to partner with. And that's why we're in this business today.
Specifically, what kinds of commercial real estate do you invest in?
I personally invest in residential developments right now as we speak. We have some multifamily developments. So we have actually a half of retail developments getting developed as we speak. 80,000 square foot shopping center.
Wow.
Yes.
And you've currently got a development that's in the planning process. You got a grocery store that's an anchor?
Yes, we do. We have Superior Grocery Stores right now. Is our main anchor at our one of our biggest developments getting planned out as we speak. That's about 120,000 square foot shopping center.
Wow.
So it's a big one. We have close to, I'm going to say 20 right now.
So if you've got a small brick and mortar that you're wanting to get started, you can find a location there.
Absolutely, yes, we are, and we're also looking to have some local vendors in there as well. We're about 70% committed already.
Congratulations,
Yes.
70% capacity.
Yes.
And you're going to be breaking ground when?
Well, we're looking forward to breaking ground the next couple of years on that one.
Okay.
We have some development going around as well. So there's retail and there's housing as well. So we got to get some rooftops in there first before we can put out that big shopping center.
So forgive me for asking. You've got the commercial development, and are you also developing the residential around it?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful!
Yes, it's amazing. It's crazy. It's incredible, really.
How did you land this?
That was an opportunity that came through our partner. Opportunity where the city actually reached out and said, "Hey, we need some help developing this side of town."
Really?
So we were at bat right there, and we said, he shared it with us, and he asked us, "Hey, me and my brother Eric, hey, are you guys in? Can we do this?" And I said, "Yeah, why not? With your help, you can do this."
Is this one of those situations where it took you 20 years to become an overnight success?
I don't know if you want to call it that, but yes, I guess you look at it that way.
Because
yes.
you don't get an invitation like that being brand new out of the gate.
Right.
You have to have a reputation.
Right, and again, thanks to our partner Max Becerra, he brought us into the deal. Yes, so it's incredible to be here where we're at. I mean, it's like fast forward, right? We're all of a sudden developing a master plan for this, in collaboration with the city of Bakersfield to help them develop Southeast Bakersfield, the local communities.
What was the first commercial development that you did that made you realize, yeah, we can do this?
I've been doing sales for 20 years, and all of a sudden, 5 years ago, I got into development, and look what we're doing today, right? So for me, it was, is having faith and knowing what we're capable of as a team.
Right.
Rosamond, the first one that we broke ground, I saw that from day one. I saw that going from day one. Once that happened, I know that we can do the master plan down over in the local communities.
Do you know Mike Saba?
Yes, I know Mike Saba, yes.
And how did you meet him? Because you guys are frenemies, as it were. You're friendly competitors.
Right. Well, we'll say yes. We are. We collaborate in selling real estate.
Right.
Over the years, we have done quite a few transactions.
Would you speak highly of him and recommend him if you have a customer that you can't handle but he could?
Absolutely. I trust Mike Saba, so he's a great guy.
And Mike Saba is a Zillow Premier Agent with Watson Realty, born and raised and never left Bakersfield. Give Mike Saba a call at 661-203-8406 or reach him at mikesaba1 at iCloud.com today. And Visioneers, if you've got a question, you've got a thought, something you'd like to learn about here on Small Business Celebration, reach out to us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and your question could appear just like Sharif's, who asked. We hear all the time that in order to succeed, you have to add value. But how do you look for what you're currently doing and figuring out how to provide better customer experience or improve the services?
It takes some time to really figure out your market, right? It takes some time to figure out who you are and who do you want to service.
Right.
And then you got to figure out what their problem is, right? So you can add value. Otherwise, you're just throwing out value, shooting it everywhere and hoping to stick to somebody. But if you really, find your niche, you'll have that path.
What are some of the things that you do that you're looking for when you're talking with somebody that allows you to go, yes, I can add service or I can help this person be successful?
One of the things I focus on is more business to business versus retail to business.
Right.
So a lot of the folks that I come across are entrepreneurs.
Right.
Okay. I know I'm an entrepreneur.
Right.
So,
you feel their pain.
So I feel their pain.
Right.
Exactly. So I feel the pain. I come across them like, hey, look, this is what I do. This is my niche, and we can partner up and do business together.
What are you listening for, though?
One of the biggest challenges that we all have is time. Right. Time and money.
Not enough of either.
Right. I want to put it like this. I can help you with your time, with your capital. Okay. So that's where I find my way to get in.
Okay.
A lot of folks, like I said, I deal with a lot of entrepreneurs. Some folks don't have the time to get into an investment or to be part of an opportunity. I make that connection.
When you're talking with somebody, do you look for certain personality types?
Absolutely. Okay. Yes. I don't just connect with anybody or partner with anybody, right? I want to be able to No, if there's a connection, really, if there's chemistry there, just like I'm dating,
Right.
back in the day.
Right, sure.
So yes, just like that, I'm very careful on who I choose as a partner, yes.
So if it's a personality that you don't necessarily click with, do you refer them to somebody else?
Other times, though, I do refer them to my agents. Okay.
Okay.
We have a brokerage. Remember that we have about 35 agents. So if there's a buyer, a particular client, or referral that I get, and they're looking for certain property or whatnot, then I'll just say, you know what, this is going to go to one of my realtors. Or if they need a mortgage, just go to San Joaquin Valley Mortgage.
Right.
And I mean, those for sure I do refer them out, but other than that, I don't. Cut it short.
And that brings us to the Visioneer Game. And the Visioneer Game is brought to you by Minimum Press of Bakersfield. Bakersfield, big news! QuickSigns is now part of Minimum Press of Bakersfield. That means you can still get the same trusted quality in signs, fleet graphics, and banners for your business, fleet, job site, or storefront. Now with the convenience of a single point of contact for all your visibility needs. With one call, one timeline, and one standard, Minimum Press of Bakersfield has you covered from unknown to top of mind. Call 661-323-7757 or visit mmpbakersfield.com today. Now, Visioneers, if you're not familiar with the way the game works, I have a random word generator here on my phone. I have no idea what the random word generator is going to create, but more importantly, neither does our guest. And our guest has to take each of 3 words that I give him and somehow associate each word with his business. Now, Alex, you do realize that if you get any of these 3 words wrong, it's going to be utter devastation for the commercial real estate market, which means nobody's going to be able to buy a building, sell a piece of property, and we're all going to live in hovels and take carts around to buy fruit off of. All because you got one of these words wrong.
Oh no, okay.
Are you ready?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see.
Your first word is deliver.
Our firm delivers great service.
Nice. That was almost too easy.
That was too easy.
Too easy. We'll make this next one a bit harder.
All right.
Okay, our next word is introduce.
We introduce our great relationships to the cities and municipalities that want development.
Nice. That's 2 for 2.
Yeah. Took me a little bit, but I got it.
Now it all comes down to this. You've gotten 2 words right. You get the 3rd one wrong, and it's all for naught.
All right. Here we go.
Are you ready?
There we go.
Your 3rd and final word is restrict.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. We don't restrict our clients from thinking too big.
Nice. You saved the universe, saved the world.
Yeah, right.
And now that you've had this life-changing experience here on Small Business Celebration and Save the Universe, who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank Chris Keeler from Commercial Trade.
And how did you meet Chris?
Actually, we're drillers.
Really?
Yes,
you went to high school
Went to high
together?
school. Yes, we did.
And have you had the fortunate or unfortunate experience of having to send some clients to him?
Not recently, but I didn't realize he was in the credit business.
Right,
So,
right.
Absolutely. Now we have financial services,
Right.
and they can refer him to Chris.
And that brings us to our second Visioneer question, which is also brought to you by Mike Saba, a Zillow Premier Agent with Watson Realty, selling Bakersfield homes since 1992. Give Mike Saba a call at 661-203-8406 or reach him at mikesaba1@icloud.com today. Visioneer Ava asks, how do you teach others how to improve their body language, look confident, and teach body language mistakes that often people make?
I would say smile, right?
Nobody likes a grumpy face.
Nobody ever wants to deal with a grumpy guy, right? So smile, chest up, shoulders back, and be yourself.
Why is that so important?
It's good energy, Good energy. The guy, the person you're speaking with is firm and has conviction when they speak. Really puts you in the mood to put out good energy.
Even if you're feeling bad and down on yourself, does this help change your mood?
Absolutely, yes. Anytime, yes.
And what do you do to help shift your mind if things aren't going so well, so that you can step out of the vehicle and be able to be your best confident self?
Every now and then I'll go for a little walk. I'll go hug a tree.
Literally.
Let it out and then come back in the office. Yes,
Right?
Yes.
Do you have a special tree out front?
Not here, but I do at home.
Nice. You got the hug tree at home.
Yes, I do.
But why is having this confidence so important to your success?
It's very important because it's going to help you get through tough times. You know, you got to have great confidence. You got to have good faith as well, and you put it all together, and it'll get you through tough situations.
What's the single biggest mistake that people make with body language?
They just get too serious. You know, they think they forget to smile, forget that there's an audience out there. They just forget to smile.
Have you ever been in a position where things haven't gone so well that you've learned from?
Oh yes, I have.
Do tell!
I've done thousands of transactions over the years, and there's one right now where I bought a house. Actually, this is a property I purchased. I didn't bother checking for water, and because I said, well, the house has been there for 20 years. I'm pretty sure there's water nearby. Lo and behold, there's a water well that has been shut down for the last 5 years.
Oh no!
I'm still dealing with that property today.
Right.
Yes, I just got water to it last week. Yes, it took me 2 years to get water to it.
2 years to get water to a piece of property.
Yes.
How do you handle this with the client?
Well,
Because they want you to sell this.
Yes. Well, good thing is we have a great relationship. We've done a ton of business over the years.
Right.
So it's just another one of those that we got to deal with, and
right.
and we'll get through it.
I want to ask you a loaded question.
Okay.
You've got this commercial property that's going on.
Yeah, 120,000 square feet.
120,000 square feet. What was your relationship with the city like?
It's been good. Obviously, our partner was approached to help them develop.
So the city approached you.
My partner.
Okay.
Yes. Through that relationship, we're behind the whole project.
So if I don't ask this, I'm going to get all kinds of messages about this. How did the city approach you?
I have to get all that credit to my partner, Max, really. He's been in the business for entire lifetime.
Right.
No, I think 30, 40 plus years.
Right.
He has a great reputation of doing developments all over Central California. And they eventually reached out to him. They thought that was the right fit. And over the years, other folks have been trying to develop out there, but it just wasn't right.
That's the key. Okay.
Yes.
Because it looks like the city has been working for some time to try to get this property developed.
I think the timing is right. The timing is right now. There's a lot of stuff going on over there, so it's the right timing for the city to reach out and get that property developed.
It's no secret that there are a lot of business owners right now who are struggling.
Right.
What do you say to your fellow business owner who is having a rough time and let them know that not all hope is lost?
Yes, I'd say just keep pushing, don't stop. Reach out to friends, talk to your partners, ask for help as well. You'll need it all if you want to get through this or get through anything really. Look back, sometimes it's time to transform. Sometimes it's a great opportunity to look at yourself, look at your business, and see, hey, am I doing this right? Is what got me here getting me there? Yeah, so you always look at yourself and see how you need to transform to adapt to the businesses around you.
What is singularly the best piece of advice that someone told you that you were not ready to listen to?
Tell you what, 20 years ago, before I got into this business, I worked at one of the local banks here. And I told my manager, hey, what I was thinking, get into real estate business. And so he suggested it was too saturated. And what are you gonna do? It's too saturated and all this, Well, I got into it anyways, and the rest is history.
Why did you want to prove him wrong?
Well, it's one of those things where you're up for the challenge, and just because someone probably is having a bad day, maybe things aren't going well for them, doesn't mean that they're not going to go well for you. So I'm not going to allow someone's attitude to affect my decision.
Alex, this has been a real treat. Thank you for joining us here on Small Business Celebration.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here today.
And if Visioneers want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Yes, you can reach out to me. I am on social media platform, Facebook, Instagram. I am under Alex Mora, REI. That's my tag.
Why REI?
Real estate investments. Yes.
Nice. Website?
The more partners, you can call me. I'll put my number out there, 661-204-8663. You can reach out, call me, text me, We're here to service you guys, and we have property and opportunities available.
And I'll be right back with my final thought. What are you afraid of losing? What are you afraid of losing? Here on Small Business Celebration, I like to ask my guests, what was your big breakthrough? And most of my guests give me the very blank stare like, I haven't had any big breakthroughs. The reality is you probably have. Most of us think that big breakthrough moment is the Hollywood breakthrough moment where that big revelation happens or that action happens or a fist pump in the air and go, yes, I did it. But reality is actually very different. It's usually a whole series of incremental steps of winning and losing and winning and losing and getting that failure that turns into a success. But it happens in tiny baby steps. It's like me going through and asking a question to a guest that falls absolutely flat and horrible. And the next guest, it's a hit. And it's not until 3 or 4 months after the fact that has happened that we realize that breakthrough moment was there. We just didn't realize it yet. So as you go through and you find yourself beating your head against the wall, thinking you're getting absolutely nowhere, pause for a moment. Think about all those little steps that you have taken of successes and failures. You may be closer to your big breakthrough than you ever thought possible. After all, what are you afraid of losing if it brings you closer to success? I hope you enjoyed our conversation this week here on Small Business Celebration. I hope you learned something that you can use today to grow a strong and profitable business, and we'll see you here next week when we celebrate another small business making a big, if not incremental, breakthrough. Hi, Tamla.
Hi, Michael.
Welcome to my secret lair.
This is your secret lair?
Well, it's not really a secret. It's where I give my final thoughts at the end of every episode of Small Business Celebration. My musings, my deep philosophies when it comes to business and personal development.
You have deep thoughts?
Only when I'm doing our sister show, Meat and Potatoes.
Meat and Potatoes!
It's a fun show. You're on it.
I am on it!
And it's where we go through and I take a former guest off the main show, Small Business Celebration. We invite them on. We find out from Visioneer Nation what we didn't cover, and we do a deep dive into that. We also give them a chance to fight back on some of the comments from the internet. And most importantly, they get to be interviewed by the most popular person on the show. You!
Oh, me?
You!
Oh, fun! And we play games!
Games.
The Wheel of Destiny. Go ahead and spin it.
Burglar.
Burglar.
What's burglar?
If you were a burglar and you broke into someone's business, what is one item that you would steal that would inconvenience that business so bad?
Oh, I know. I would go into the refrigerator and I would unscrew the light bulb so that way every time somebody opens up the refrigerator, they can't see whose food is labeled where, and everybody's food gets mixed up, and next thing you know, havoc ensues because Bobby ate Susie's pizza and Susie ate Joey's spaghetti, and now Fred has to go do takeout because they took all of his drinks.
Yeah, great.
What would you steal? What would you burglar?
Well, I would burgle the time clock.
Ooh.
Then nobody could clock in or out.
They have to work for free?
They'd have to write it down.
Ooh, ouch. That's hand cramps.
Right?
Who writes anymore?
I do.
Oh, okay. Shall we spin again?
Yeah, spin again.
Okay, let's see. What do we get? 2 truths and a lie.
2 truths and a lie. This is the segment where we tell 2 truths and 1 lie, and you got to figure out what I'm lying about. But you know me so well.
This is going to be easy.
And then you have to do it to me.
Oh.
Right. Okay. So my favorite cereal is Captain Crunch peanut butter flavor.
Yeah,
My
peanut
favorite-
butter.
My
Not
favorite
mine.
ice cream is probably mint chip. And my favorite candy is dark chocolate.
Let's see. She winced on the middle one there a little bit. Horrible liar. So I'm going with Captain Crunch. Oh.
I do like mint chip ice cream, but I don't love mint chip ice cream.
And that was the one she winced on, too. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Okay,
Let's see if I can get it.
Okay, so I've been to Mount Rushmore
Okay.
in South Dakota. I've been to an Oakland A's baseball game in Oakland, California, and I've been to Disneyland when it was closed.
You have not been to Mount Rushmore.
You
You haven't been to a game.
I have not been to an Oakland A's game in Oakland.
Wow, learning things.
Let's do one more game.
One more game.
All right. What is it?
Yay! What is it? This is a game where generally we pull a golden cloche. The guest, you in this situation, would describe what it is to the audience, and then I would then tell him what it really is. But since we're here in your lair and I don't have my cloche, I'm gonna just pick something off his shelf. Da, 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 da.
And for our radio audience, it is a 2x4 squared block that has bolted onto it, screwed onto it, a paintbrush that the whole thing has been painted a bronze gold. And for Visioneer Nation who isn't familiar, this is something that is near and dear to Tamla's and I heart, because this was an award that was given to me by Ray Fennell when both of us were attending Bakersfield College in the theater program. And I earned this award by leaving the paintbrush in the bucket overnight, and the whole thing solidified and became one big anchor weight and had to be thrown the whole thing away. So this is my award for doing the stupidest thing in the scene shop.
Yep.
Yay me!
Paintbrushes aren't cheap, especially when you're going to college.
Well, Tamla, if Visioneers want to go ahead and watch more episodes of Meat and Potatoes, how do they do that?
You just look up Small Business Celebration Meat and Potatoes. Ta-da!
And we'll see you next week.
Yay!